Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 US Battleship, Iowa. It has 9 main guns, 20 secondary guns, 116 AA guns, a top speed, 30.5 knots, total 79,000. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase range and accuracy of the main battery, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, and concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, faster turret traverse, superintendent advanced firing training, and concealment again. We're on the map Hotspot, and we're running the concealment build, so it's down to 12.9 for the detectability on the Iowa class battleship. It's pretty awesome. This enemy Amagi is sailing broadside, so we're going to engage him. Now, we weren't visible until we fired, so somewhere out there, probably that enemy destroyer, we were scouted. Now, we land 3 shells on the Amagi, have no idea how much damage we did. Friendly Kagero is engaging the Fubuki. Looks like the Fubuki sent out torpedoes, and the Kagero hits 1 torpedo. He's still alive, but he doesn't look good. The enemy Fubuki is engaging the friendly. We're going to try and engage the Fubuki. Now, this isn't an easy shot. The dispersion's not going to be in our favor, but if we have a chance to save our teammate, I'm going to take it. Now, we follow in the first set, completely misses. Second set, third set, everything misses, and we lose the friendly. We also lose sight of the enemy. It appears that most of the enemy on the eastern flank will be pushing that 9-10 line. It's really clogged, really overpopulated, considering the rest of the map. But I can't really do anything about it. We spawned on the west. We need to hold the west. Our base is over here. We really don't have any option. Doesn't look like a lot of friendlies are willing to stay. So I'm going to head out, maybe engage this enemy cruiser. Arpeggio Blue Steel Miyoko. Pink and purple, super bright. We lead the target. He's around 13 kilometers away. He's moving away. So we had to elevate the gun a little bit, and we're able to land a citadel, get 17,000 points of damage, and probably force him off. Now it looks like there is a enemy destroyer. The Pensacola, obviously you can see him on screen. And maybe another. Something's firing on me with a high rate of fire. Probably a light cruiser. Or maybe an Atlanta. They're pretty much the same thing, right? Well, no, technically the Atlanta is using calibers below. Yeah, I know. So we're going to fire on the Miyoko. He's moving slow, but we're able to compensate. And we land 7K. Not bad. I was pretty happy with the damage we were doing so far. He has to pull back. He cannot continue to fire on my position, and that Amagi that I believe we fired on has moved to this flank as well. We are outgunned and outmanned. This is not a good situation. I'm trying to size up my enemy, and yeah, it is an enemy destroyer. You can see it on the minimap. It is scouted by a scout aircraft. We have a friendly cruiser that's also in the area. I'm just trying to stay alive as long as possible. I didn't feel like the Pensacola was a viable target. Wasn't showing enough side, so we fired on the enemy Amagi. Did minimal damage, so who cares, right? But we gotta get damage done to the enemies. We can't sit here and allow them to push this flank. So we're reloading. We're considering the next target. Maybe the Pensacola is gonna make a mistake. It sure looks like he's gonna make a mistake. We're ready to go. We are considering, is he committed? Is he going to hold? And it does look like he holds. So we lead the target. He's not moving that fast, so we don't lead him that much. And yes, we're able to get 14,000 points of damage, completely destroy the enemy Pensacola. So now that the Pensacola is dead, we actually outrange the detectability for the ship. Any second now, we should actually drop off if this is the only target. Ah, it is. It is the only target within the detectability of the ship, 12.9. So there's no enemy destroyer. There's no Miyoko hiding. It's just the Amagi from my ship to his, most likely. There is a little bit of dead zone, 3 kilometers or so. We fire, and of course we're scouted. That Miyoko has not left the flank though, so that's a possible target. We, of course, follow it in. We don't really get a lot of damage. Actually, 0 damage. It just ricochets harmlessly off of his hull. And the Miyoko looks like he's dealing with the island a little bit. I know that feeling. It is frustrating to have to run into the island side on, not have the ability to move away. This Amagi appears to be firing on the friendly cruiser just south of my position. I need to get his attention, so I'm going to move as close as I can. Also, I'm trying to do damage to the bow of the ship. If I can take out his front guns, it will force him to have to show more of his side to me and the friendly. We lose the friendly, unfortunately. This Miyoko is showing a ton of his side, and he's next to an island. I want to kill him. I just need my guns. Now the Amagi has to take me on. There's no other target that really is in range. I am very threatening to his ship, and we get exactly what I was looking for. We were able to destroy one of the two front guns. He has very little damage with his front showing, and he's going to take a ton of torpedoes. 2 torpedoes make contact, another one makes contact. Unfortunately, he incapacitates our center gun. We do have 2 reloading, and it looks like he's softening his angle, so I'm really excited for the opportunity to fire at his waterline. 5 kilometers out, and dispersion was beautiful. We're able to completely destroy him. 12,000 points of damage. Enemy Miyoko had the chance to escape, chose to stay, probably felt like the friendly Amagi for him had a better chance of surviving. Maybe they could chip me down, possibly get in position to do torpedoes, but things don't work out in his favor. His friendly dies, leaves him high and dry. Guns are ready to go. We're just way down the center, and we fire. At the waterline, he's perfectly broadside, and I want to follow this in. It looks great. Oh, it feels great. We're able to completely finish him off. Way overkill. And there's no more enemy contacts that we see near our base. We were able to successfully fight them off and help our team survive while most of them are pushing the eastern flank. Now, this happens a lot on this particular map with this objective. For some reason, people just don't protect the bases. We have tons of friendlies that are on the eastern flank. There's only 2 ships that can protect B right now. We lost 1. So you're telling me that 3 ships are all we get to defend? And I was a little afraid that I would run into torpedoes. Obviously, an enemy destroyer has sent them out. Try to predict my movement, but I do try to change my course every 10 to 20 seconds, even if it's just a slight course correction. It will help you out immensely. Don't just sail without changing anything. You're going to take torpedoes and you're probably going to die. You have to consider, as long as there are enemy destroyers in the game, they are a threat to your ship. So this enemy Kutuzev is still really far away. We're going to try our best to get a little bit of damage on him. He's popping his smoke, but that's not really effective when you're at full speed. He's going to outrun the smoke. So I lead the target. I get a pretty nice lead, but I don't elevate the gun enough. He's able to maneuver just enough, and look at this. An enemy is capturing B, so this enemy destroyer felt like it was necessary to continue towards our base and put pressure on it. It's myself and a New Orleans who are in charge of defending the base. I was pretty confident that this New Orleans would help me pincer this guy and we could possibly destroy him. Now I have AP loaded. It's not ideal, but it's going to have to do. I'm not going to reload the guns just so I can have the ideal ammo for this enemy destroyer. I have to get on the point. I have to push him off. And I think we pushed him off. Okay, which way did he go? Did he go northwest or southeast? Oh, southeast it is. It's a Fubuki. Now he's firing all his guns. I don't think he has his torpedoes. I saw torpedoes over by the New Orleans. I felt like I could be a little bit aggressive, and this is a situation where if I was not running foliage, I would hit this shot. Look at this. I just let him too much. I didn't have the exact information. He did a great juke there, and it was difficult. It was frustrating. I should have hit that shot. He's going to get away. He just needs to get... Oh, yep, there. Aircraft no longer scouting him. This Kutuzev is still dealing with the friendlies firing on him. I'm going to fire on him if they don't have him dead by the time my gun cooldown's available. You could second guess it. You could say, well, it looks like friendlies are taking him out. I just want to make sure he's dead, obviously. And he's dead, of course. Now we don't have the guns that would be useful. I figured the Fubuki would continue around the island, and no, he doesn't. He actually came back out. He's right in front of us, and we don't have our guns. Just a bad choice. He sends out 1, 2, 3 sets of torpedoes. That is all the torpedoes he has. It's not going to hit us. Is it going to hit the friendly behind me? I don't have a chance to look. Yeah, oh, we lost him. We unload and we avenge him. Yes, you shall be avenged. And we have the back gun, so we're going to fire on this North Carolina. Broadside. We didn't do anything for this kill, but we certainly put a stamp on that game. Seemed like a free-for-all. I figured, why not? It would make a cool moment. And it did. That was pretty fun for me to have a double strike in that scenario. So we earned Kraken Unleashed, double strike, 5 kills, 4 citadels, a ton of XP with all the bonuses we have. We only did 1,482 base XP. It's pretty split across the board. Not a lot of base XP, but 74,000 points of damage. I'm very happy because we had to defend with the help of a couple friendly cruisers. We did a great job as a team to take out the enemy who was assaulting our base. We gave the allies the chance to win the game for us. And that's a reward in itself. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.